Have you ever wondered why many airplanes don't have a row 13? This intriguing anomaly has its roots in a blend of tradition, superstition, and practicality. Picture this. United Airlines, a renowned carrier, skips row 13 on some of its aircraft. This peculiarity is not exclusive to United Airlines. The Boeing 777-200, for instance, does a vanishing act on rows 13 and 14, among others. Similarly, the Airbus A319 makes rows 12 to 14 mysteriously disappear. One might be tempted to believe that these airlines are superstitious. However, it's not all about fear of the unknown. According to Travel Plus Leisure, airlines often skip row numbers to maintain uniformity in their accommodations. For instance, the Boeing 737 omits rows 4, 5, or 6 to allocate more space for the first-class rows 1, 2, and 3. Other rows are left out to simplify the booking process and keep a round final row number, like 30 or 40. This strategy of skipping rows conveniently allows airlines to avoid the supposedly unlucky number 13. Lufthansa and Ryanair, among others, also steer clear of the number. In fact, airlines often take cultural preferences into account. Flights to and from Italy and Brazil might skip row 17 due to its negative connotations in these countries. Similarly, number 14 is considered unlucky in China, so flights to and from the country might also avoid this row. Now, not all airlines follow this trend. Delta's Airbus A320, for example, proudly hosts a row 13. But why is 13 deemed unlucky? You may notice that several customer-facing businesses, including some hotels, avoid the number 13. Some individuals even steer clear of life-changing events, such as weddings on the 13th, especially if it falls on a Friday. This fear of the number 13 has its roots in Norse mythology, where the god of mischief, Loki, crashed a dinner party in Valhalla, raising the number of deities to 13. Biblical references to the number 13, including the arrival of Judas Iscariot as the 13th guest at the Last Supper, have also contributed to its unlucky reputation. Historically, the number 13 has been associated with grim events, such as the number of steps to the gallows and the number of witches in a coven. Despite the lack of objective evidence linking the presence of a row 13 to an increased likelihood of mishaps, superstitious folks would remind us of the infamous 1972 Andes crash that occurred on Friday the 13th. In summary, the missing row 13 on airplanes is a curious blend of cultural beliefs, superstition, and practicality. Whether it's to maintain uniformity in accommodations, respect cultural superstitions, or simply to keep the booking process straightforward, skipping row 13 seems to be a common practice in the aviation industry. This tradition reminds us of the fascinating ways in which human beliefs and practices shape even the most technical aspects of our lives.